Hello student, I am Dr. S.L. Munde, Assistant Professor Department of Mathematics, Sri RLT College of Science, Akola. Dear student, in previous lecture we have started unit number 2, that is integer programming. We have seen definition of the integer programming, and also we have seen all integer programming problems, that is a fractional cut method. We have seen some steps of the fractional cut method and one example on a fractional cut method. Okay, so in this lecture we will see another problems on a fractional cut method. So second problem on a fractional cut method is given as solve the following integer linear programming problem by using cutting plane algorithm. Problem is given as maximize z equal to 3x1 plus x2 plus 3x3 subject to constraint minus x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 less than equal to 4, 4x2 minus 3x3 less than equal to 2, x1 minus 3x3 2 plus 2x3 less than equal to 3. So here x1, x2, x3 all are the non-negative integers. Okay, so this is the all integer linear programming problem type. Okay, now we will see the solution of this all integer linear programming problem. So we will solve this problem by using general simplex method. So here introducing slack variable s1 equal to 4. By introducing slack variable s1, s2 and s3 into the given constraint, then we get the initial basic feasible solution, that is s1 equal to 4, s2 equal to 2, s3 equal to 3 by using general simplex method that we have already seen in unit number 1. Okay, so by using a simplex method we can come to the initial iteration, initial simplex table. Okay, so this is the initial iteration, or we can say that initial simplex table of all integer linear programming problem. Okay, so after solving the general simplex method you will come to this table. So here you will get CB equal to 3, 1, 3. CB, YB is Y3, Y2, Y1. XB is 10 by 3, 3, 16 by 3, and this is the matrix A. So here maximum value of Z is 87 by 3, and these are the values of ZG minus CJ. That is 0, 0, 0, 2, 3, 5. Okay. So if you observe here, all the values of ZG minus CJ are positive or 0. And hence we can say that this table and here and some values of xp column are non-integer type, so therefore we can say that this table will not give the optimum solution. Okay, so if here all the values of zj minus cj and all the values of xb column are integer values, then we can say that this table will give the optimum solution. Okay, so if you observe here, all the values of zg minus cj are positive or 0, but in xb column there are some values are non-integer type, so therefore this table will not give the optimum solution. Okay, so now we will take the uh, fractional part of this 10 by 3 and 16 by 3. So since xb1 means this first row, xb1 10 by 3, the 3 plus 1 by 3, here the fractional part is 1 by 3. And third is xb3 means this row, that is 16 by 3, that is 5 plus 1 by 3. So here 1 by 3 is the fractional part. Okay, fractional cut method, we are seeing fractional cut method. So here fractional part is 1 by 3 and here is 1 by 3. Now from this we will choose the maximum. So here f1 and f3, that is 1 by 3, both are the same. So we can choose the arbitrary. Okay, so let us we choose f1, that is 1 by 3, fractional part f1, that is 1 by 3. Okay, now we will Now we will add G1, that is a Gomorian constant, Gomorian slack. Okay. Now we will introduce G1, that is a Gomorian slack variable, and it is defined as G1 equal to minus F10 plus F11x1 plus F12x2 plus F13x3 plus F14x1 plus F15s2 and F15s3. Okay, for the this row. Okay, Gomorian slack variable can be defined as. So here minus F10 means F1, that is a fractional part, that is minus 1 by 3. F11 means fractional part of this row, that is 0. Okay. F12 fractional part of this term, that is 0. F13 F13 means fractional part of this, that is 0. F14 fractional part of this, that is 4 by 9. Then fractional part of this, that is 1 by 9, and that is 4 by 9. Okay, so in this way we can construct the Gomorian slack variable. Okay, so if you transfer this term to left hand side, and our right hand side will be remaining, that is minus 1 by 3. So introducing this Gomorian slack variable into this table below the y1 y1 rows, then and all the elements will be the same. So here we have introduced the Gomorian slack variable. Okay, and all the terms will be as it is. All the elements will be as it is. Okay. Now we will find out the uh, income vector, outgoing vector, and key element. Now we will solve this problem by using uh, dual simplex method. We will solve this problem dual simplex method. Okay. So here we will find out the outgoing vector. So here negative G1 is a negative. So this will lose the basis. Then we will find out the income vector. So here xb4, that is minus 1 by 3, is a negative. So therefore G1 leaves the basis. Okay. And now we will find out the income vector. And income vector is obtained by using this formula. Okay. So here minus 9 by 2, so which is corresponding to the y4. Okay, so therefore y4 will enters the basis. Okay, so here y4 is income vector, g1 is outgoing vector, and minus 4 by 9 is a key element. Okay, now we will construct this simplex table. Okay, so by usual simplex method we can construct this simplex table. Okay. So again here we will check all the values of Zg minus Cj. So here all the values of Zg minus Cj is positive or 0. Okay. But some values of xb are non-integer. So therefore this table again will not give the optimum solution. Okay. Now again here we will introduce G2 Gomorian G2 slack variable. Okay, so for that we will here we will find out the fractional part, that is 3 by 4, 1 by 4. Okay, so here the maximum is 3 by 4. Okay, so let us we consider 3 by 4 is a maximal fractional part. So G2 is defined as minus 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 S1 plus 3 by 4 G1. Okay, so we can directly introduce this G2. So adding G2 in this table and all the remaining elements is as it is. Okay. So in this way we can write the table. Okay, we can introduce the G2 slack variable in this table. Okay. So again by using dual simplex method, here G2 will leave the basis and G1 will enter the basis. Okay. So in this way we can construct the next simplex table, and minus 3 by 4 is the income vector. So G2 is outgoing vector, G1 is income vector, and minus 3 by 4 is the key element. So we can construct this simplex table. Okay. So from this table if you observe here all the values of Zg minus Cj are positive or 0. and all the values of xb column, are integer values, and therefore we can say that this table will give the optimum solution of a given integer programming problem. Okay, so therefore this table shows that the optimum basic feasible solution, integer solution, has been reached. Hence the optimum integer value solution is x1 is 5, x1 is 5, then x2 is 2, where is x2, x2 is 2, then x3 is 2, where is x3, x3 is 2. Okay, and the maximum value of z is, that is 23, and maximum value of z, that is 23. So putting the values of x1, x2, x3 in our original objective function, you will get z equal to 23. So in this way we can solve the integer programming problem by using fractional cut method. Now we will see the another example, that is example number 3rd, which is based on the word type. A company manufactures three products P1, P2, P3, which yields per unit profit of rupees 200 and rupees 400 and rupees 300 respectively. Each of the product is proceed on three different machines. The time required on each machine per unit of the product is given below. So this table will shows P1, P2, P3 product, machine 1, machine 2, machine 3. Okay. So here we have to find out how many products of each type should be product to maximize profit. Second is fractional unit of the profit are not permissible. Okay. So this is the given data. Okay. So let us we consider x1, x2 and x3 be the number of units of the products x1, x2, x3 respectively. Then the mathematical formulation of this problem can be defined as, can be written as maximize z equal to 200x1, that is 200x1 plus 400x2 plus 300x3. So this is the objective function. Subject to the constraint 30x1 plus 40x2 plus 20x3 less than equal to 600, Similarly, we can construct second equation, that is 20x1 plus 10x2 plus 20x3 less than equal to 400. Similarly, third constant will be, that is 10x1 plus 30x2 plus 20x3 less than equal to 80. Okay. So these are the constants for M1 machine, M2 machine and M3 machine. Okay. So here x1, x2, x3 all are the greater than equal to 0 and are the integers. Okay. Now we will solve this problem by usual simplex method. So introducing here slack variable s1, s2, s3 into this three constraint. Okay, and obtain the initial basic feasible solution and of initial simplex table and solve. Okay, after solving by using general simplex method, you will reach up to this table. Okay, so here CB is 400, 300, 0, YB is Y2, Y3, Y6. Okay, so in this way you can calculate all the elements. Okay, and you can reach up to this table. Okay, now if you observe from this table, all the values of Zg minus Cj, okay, all the values of Zg minus Cj are positive, or we can say that 0. Okay, but here all the values of xb are not in integer type, so therefore this table will not give the optimum solution. Now we will find out the fractional part of this xb column. So here xb1 is 220 by 3. So this can be written as 6 plus 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is fractional part. xb2, that is 50 by 6. This can be written as 60 plus 2 by 3. This is a fractional part. xb3, 80 divided by 3, that is 26 plus 2 by 3. This is fractional part. Okay, so here in all fractional parts are the same, so therefore f1, f2, f3, that is 2 by 3 fractional part are the same. So from this we can choose the arbitrary any one of them. So let us we choose f2 for the f2 proper choice. F2 is 2 by 3 for the construction of the Gomorian constraint. Okay, now we will construct the Gomorian G1. Okay, so these are the uh, equations to construct the second row. Okay, in a fractional part. Now we will construct the G1 of the Gomorian slack variable, and it is defined as, after defining and putting all the values, you will get minus 2 by 3. In this way you can construct the Gomorian slack variable. Okay, now we will add this Gomorian slack variable into this table under the y6 row. Okay, and all other remaining elements will be the same. Okay, so in this way we can put or introduce the Gomorian slack variable G1 into the given constraint. Okay, now by using dual simplex method, here G1 will use the basis because G1 is minus 2 by 3. So this will use the basis. Okay, outgoing vector, and incoming vector by using the formula, that is x before minus 2 by 3 is only negative, G1 use the current basis, and by using formula, by using the dual simplex method. Okay, so here 100 minus 100 ratio of this, that is 100, and which indicates y5, the which is indicate the y5. So therefore y4 will use enter the basis. So here minus 2 by 3 is the key element. So here if you observe, G1 is outgoing vector, y5 is key incoming vector, and minus 2 by 3 is the key element. So we can construct this table, that is CB is 400 300 00. Okay, so by using general simplex method, we can construct this table, final table. Okay, so after putting all the values, calculating all the values in this table, we will check given table will use the optimum solution or not. Okay, so if you observe here, all the values of Zg minus Cj, all the values of Zg minus Cj are 0 or positive. Okay, and all the values of in XB column are integer type. So hence we can say that this table will give the optimum solution. Okay, so therefore, because here XB is XB, that is basic solution, are the integer type. So here x1 is 0 because y1 is absent. x2 is 7, that is y2 is 7. Then x3 is 16, that is y3 is 16. Okay. So in this way we can find out the optimum solution, and maximum value of z is 7600, that is 7600. Okay. So therefore the company should manufacture 7 units of product P2 and 16 units of product P3 only to get the maximum profit of rupees 7600. Okay, so in this way we can solve the any problem by using integer programming problems. Okay, so dear student, here we have completed uh, um, first method, that is fractional cut method for all integer linear programming problem. Okay, so in next lecture we will see mixed integer linear programming problems on a fractional cut method, and point will be the mixed integer linear programming problem. Okay.